people are really afraid of going into marriage?
Okay.
Because of the high rate of divorce and domestic violence.
Why are they really afraid? It's because they see the marriage the way you are seeing it now.
Gone are those days when you go for counseling. People would prefer using what is on the media to, cancel themselves and whatever.
They compare, they check. My father was like this with my mom. I cannot endure what my mom did. That is why I say it's like a military training.
In other words, the real work starts after
The
saying
real
I
work
do.
starts after you have married.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to HONNETTE INSIGHT Podcast. My name is Ariel Chooks, and today we're going to be talking about a very important topic. But before we proceed, I'll introduce our guest here today. By my left side is Teresita.
Hi.
Teresita, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And on my right hand side is Joy
Hi.
and Mr. Jim Paul.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so today we're going to be discussing why are many young people afraid of marriage. So we'll have a few questions here I would throw to the house. Is marriage still relevant today? If we look around the high rates of divorce, is it influencing the whole decision making, or are expectations too high? So, but I'll start with a lady, so that move it from there. Teresita, what do you think? Many young people are they actually afraid of marriage? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to say they're afraid of marriage. I just feel that a lot of people are afraid of marrying the wrong person. The idea of marrying the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we are now exposed to a lot of information where we see the woes of marriage and the beauty of marriage. And, when they get to consume such information, especially when they are not supervised, gone are those days when you go for counseling. People would prefer using what is on the media to, cancel themselves and whatever. And I think because of that, a lot of people now tend towards focusing on other things than marriage. So marriage is no longer a priority like it used to be.
So is the high rate of divorce influencing this?
Yeah, of course, it is.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would have asked you another question, but let me hear from the other guest, Joy.
Okay, I'll say that majority of young ladies are very scared of getting married because of the high rate of divorce and domestic violence. So because I've seen so many ladies jump out of marriage because of one issue or the other. So
As regards domestic violence or
yeah,
other,
domestic violence.
especially.
Yeah.
So domestic violence is
Yeah.
a major thing, like from your perspective. That's
Yeah.
the reason why many people are afraid of
Domestic violence and high rate of divorce.
on high rate of divorce.
Yeah.
So divorce is changing views. Divorce coming from here, afraid of marrying the wrong person. Domestic violence, high rate of divorce. Mr. Jim Paul, the married man in the house.
All right.
Tell us something.
Number one, marriage is like somebody preparing to go for military training.
Mm.
You don't advise person to go for military training.
Okay,
It is a willingness.
choice.
And when you are afraid of gunshot or being killed,
Mm.
you cannot go for military training.
Okay.
That is what marriage is.
Mm.
You prepare yourself as you go for your military training. You prepare yourself.
Yes.
If you not defeat your enemy, he will defeat you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you not defeat the enemy of the marriage, the enemy will defeat you.
Okay.
Because marriage is an institution.
So, marriage is an institution. Do you
Yes.
think that the way we perceive marriage today, do you think is overhyped?
Yes.
Marriage is about what they can show the people is about I'm married. Like
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
what is driving them just to say, oh, I wore the gown, they were on suit, the train was 7, the train was 12, we did it in that place, at this place, this way, that way. It was colorful, everybody was dancing, everyone was smiling.
Yes. That is why I said
Yeah.
people are really afraid of going into marriage.
Okay.
They are really are. Do you understand?
Mm.
Why are they really afraid? Is because they see the marriage the way you are seeing it now.
That's not my perspective.
They want to see beautiful things.
Okay.
Do you understand? How the outcome will be is what they want to see. They compare, they check. My father was like this with my mom. I cannot endure what my mom endured. I saw this lady, the husband beat her like this. I cannot endure this kind of thing. Do you understand? That is why I said it's like a military training.
In other words, the real work starts after
The
saying
real
I
work
do.
starts after you have married. So now that you are preparing your mind to get married, if you don't want to be afraid, you should keep your mind as somebody that want to enter army.
Okay. Let us stick to what we have on the table. There is this saying that I would say this concept people have. They say that marriage in itself is an achievement, and you see some people will say, well, yeah, that's the first step, but the real achievement of marriage is what you make out of the marriage. So it's actually in line with what you're saying, that it's not only about saying I do,
No.
but what did you achieve, what you were able to build, make out of that marriage after saying I do.
Yes.
All right, you've heard that marriage is like joining the military. The two ladies here, we're coming from the perspective of being afraid of marrying the wrong person. Can someone join the wrong army? I don't know. This one talking about domestic violence. Okay, now apart from that, we'll get to the domestic violence part, because I think it's more of the reasons why she feel people are scared to marry. Many young people are afraid to get married because she's coming from a place of domestic violence. But we'll come there. Before we get there, let's talk about fear of commitment. Because I think that the fear of commitment is the reason why divorce rate is high. I don't know. I feel it's actually contributing factor to why. What do you think?
Yeah, it's still in line with what I said. I said marrying the wrong person because I feel everybody is different. You get?
Is marrying the wrong person born out of fear of commitment, or
Fear of commitment is also part of marrying the wrong person. If you marry somebody that is not ready to commit, it's still the wrong person.
so both ways?
Yeah, both ways. So when I say when you said fear of commitment, I feel I don't know, I don't want to sound funny, but I believe that's why people should date for a long time.
How long is a long time?
As long as you can. For me, I'm not someone that preaches, oh, marriage this year, marriage that. Find somebody.
Dating for as long as possible. Doesn't
Yeah.
include
No, courting is
cohabiting.
different from dating. Cohabiting is not dating. Dating. No. Dating is very.
Thank
far
you for
from-
that. Thank you for saying
Yeah,
that. Because
that's why I think you
people
can.
actually see cohabiting as
No, that's not dating. Dating is you can date as 3, 4. Just come out, get to know the person, spend time, understand the person. Then when you go to cohabiting or courting, it means you're not ready. You're not thinking towards marriage.
okay.
That is where you should now cohabit with somebody. Now commitment, yes. Now people no longer commit. Like we said, this is Gen Z, Gen which one? So everybody has this freedom, both ways, both male and female. This whole idea of what I want to become or restriction, just like he said marriage was overhyped, which is not true, because I believe every individual have their fantasies and their dreams. I don't believe a man will be asked to pay for a big marriage and you don't have it and you have your own sense and then you go and pay for it and tomorrow you say she was asking me to pay for this. Were you sleeping when you paid for it? I don't know if you get what I'm saying, because those expenses were made before the commitment and you should have made your choice. So when you talk about commitment, now you're talking about marriage in its totality. When you said you're getting married to this person, it means both ways. Two of you are in this. There is no secret. There is no boundary.
Okay. There's
You
no
get-
boundary.
There is no boundary.
Really?
Yeah.
No boundary.
That's marriage for you. Once there is boundary, you've created room for doubt. And one doubt steps in, the whole thing is messed up. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like some people say, oh, I don't want my wife to go to my phone. If you go to my phone, anything you see is your own. By the time you say that kind of thing to somebody, you've already created something on that person's mind, even without even seeing the thing. So in marriage, there is no boundary. I grew up to see my parents like that. Obviously, I would not like to marry somebody like my dad, though, but that's old age. No, there's no boundary. They just do things. It's just as if once you've met my mom, just know that everything you're telling my mom, don't stress yourself to go and tell my dad to look for another opinion. They are in and in. This person can
They agree.
telling you
Everything. Don't think
everything.
You don't think that is supposed to be.
Supposed to be what?
That's the way marriage is supposed to be.
That is the way marriage is supposed to be.
Okay.
Because once there is no doubt, that marriage will grow. Because every marriage grows on trust.
Okay.
Aside financial blah blah blah, and people will tell you financial this one, that one, and other attributes.
All right.
So commitment, I feel, is the the base of the whole thing, and that commitment can only come from when the two people are ready for marriage and are open and know what commitment is.
Actually is.
Not the idea of commitment.
Okay, so that means you need to understand actually what committing actually means. Let me move quickly to Joy. I want you to stay on the line of what you said about domestic violence, but I think that's most of the expressive sin, or what you think is the reason why most people. So what is your take on that? Why do you think it's so?
Okay, I can say that because of domestic violence is also lack of commitment, because once you guys are not committed, just like she said, that it's very nice to date for some time before getting married. Reasons is because when you date, you will know who you are dating.
You know how much you are compatible.
Yes. And then you guys will be committed. Then when you guys are committed, maybe when you move to the next level, I don't think there will be that much of domestic violence. And all of that.
Okay. Oh, Mr. John Paul. When it comes to, I will maintain your narrative when we're talking about marriage like being drafted into the army. Now, what is expected of two people using the context being drafted into the army to establish your point of view when it comes to marriage?
Okay. When I said marriage is like going into army. In army, we have good communication.
Okay.
We have trust.
Okay.
And understanding.
Okay.
Any army that doesn't have these three things are bound to fail in any mission they are sent to.
True.
They are bound to fail in any mission they are sent to. If a husband and a wife have these three things, they are good to go. That is why she said, you need to date
for as long as possible
before you get married.
And you're saying that the date is not even cohabiting.
Yes. You need to date before you get married. Why are you dating? You learn how to trust the person. You learn how to trust, you understand the person, and you communicate with the person
properly. When it comes to communication, people leave communication on an average base. Because what strengthens communication is the willingness to have difficult conversation.
Yes.
Difficult conversation. I think this is where most people are, shying away from, getting to know each other. They are not engaging in those uncomfortable conversations.
Once a conversation is uncomfortable, it means that somebody is hiding something.
Yes.
But I think, people can be a little bit irresponsible. Like you talked about, if the conversation is uncomfortable, someone is hiding something.
Yes.
And it can also come into asking themselves, what do you have for each other? Like, where do we see ourselves? What am I expecting from you when we get married in 5 years? What am I expecting from you in 10 years? Where should we see ourselves? So the one that is not willing to really put the work, the one that is there to dump the responsibilities on the other person or avoid playing their role as he should, will find a conversation actually uncomfortable.
Violent, marry the wrong person, and factors. Some people base on it. Some people capitalize on it not to get married. But those people that are afraid of violence and marrying the wrong person, they are the wrong place now.
Sure, of course.
Once you find yourself in the wrong place, you are now afraid of marrying the wrong person. Why? Because you are the wrong place.
No, I don't believe that. No, that's not true.
No.
Okay. No,
That's not
let's just say,
true.
Yes.
why
You
is
said
it
you
so?
said something. You said for someone to say or for somebody to believe that marrying the wrong person means that the person is at the wrong place. It's not true. Why?
I'm coming.
Don't worry, let me clear that fact before you
Alright.
continue. He said something and it's still going towards what he was saying, having difficult conversations.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm somebody that asks questions a lot, and then I've been in situations where I'll go on a date with some people and then you ask them some certain questions and they say, Nina, I got too far.
Okay.
I've had some situation. Nina, I got too far. And I'm just trying to get to know you and try to see how you think. And when a man is this is a simple conversation I can have with such person. And you're not comfortable enough to tell me, I'm asking you, what's your long-term goal? Or how do you see this thing? Oh, I have this vision. And the person is saying, like, it's not making sense. It doesn't, no, excuse me. It doesn't mean that I'm the wrong person.
Not you.
Wait, let me finish. It doesn't offend me
Okay.
that person
yeah.
is the wrong person. It just means that we are not the same. We are not meant for each other.
And they will be like, when we reach the bridge, we'll cross it.
Thank you. And then you see, and there are people who are shallow-minded like that. They don't really think about all those things. You see, that kind of person can easily vibe with. So, and most times, when they don't answer this question, you don't get to see how they think. I know if this person is a violent person.
Let me
Because as
connect-
funny as it sounds,
Yes.
you can easily dictate a violent person from your conversations.
Yes, I realize connect the thing you're just saying now with what he said about if someone is uncomfortable having those difficult
Conversation.
conversations, that means it's hiding something. Because you said from your experience, I will use as a reference point, that you meet this man and you ask this kind of questions and say, you're in a hurry, why are you rushing? It shows, because if you end up with this man, he might be a violent person. And maybe in the cases of domestic violence, maybe they didn't communicate
There was
well enough
no
to
communication.
understand
Communication
if
I can't see how you
works.
think.
Yeah.
All I know is, when you're ready, let's go to your father's house. Do not.
Anything that will lead to a physical,
So
physical violence
so-
has to be from a place of misunderstanding.
So that is
Yes.
the wrong place.
Okay.
That is the wrong place. You should not be there. If the person refuses to talk, you are the wrong place.
So that's a red flag.
Yes, you are the wrong place. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Now? Because you are a communicating person. You like conversation. You like communication. You like to understand. You like to talk to know.
So I want to ask
Then
you.
you see this man that does not like. He's telling you calm down.
I want to use it to bring in something, to factor in something into this conversation when we're talking about domestic violence, and you're talking about when you see those resistance, that's actually a red flag. Now, why do most girls ignore those things and end up with those kind of partners? Or are we saying that the domestic violence that we see today in marriages as a result of two people not having those conversations enough to know if they are compatible? Because it's happening. So what happened? How did we get here? How do we get to a place where
Let's say some do overlook the red flag.
well, the red flags? They do
Yes.
overlook the red flags.
For me, I just feel like the conversation is just one part of it.
Okay.
Do you get?
Okay.
The conversation is a minor, though it contributes a lot. There are other factors that you have to look out for.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you want to talk about them or do come
Lifestyle.
Okay.
Very important. Lifestyle is very important. Most times, it's not just once the person is not giving you the right conversation, you will not decide and say, oh, you're not going to marry. So it doesn't mean you're in the wrong place. The man can still check other boxes. He can still check the boxes of maybe how you live your life or how you contribute to the family, your ideas about family. There are people that are very, very big on family. I'm a family-oriented person, and a lot. But maybe when it comes to the conversation part, that person is not in for that. Do you get? So there are other factors. Remember, this one is just one factor that we are talking about.
Okay.
So you cannot really conclude with just that conversation. But why I prefer conversation is that communication is very important. Communication is one of the key things. So if you're not able to, especially difficult conversations, and there are people that are very good in asking the question, they will swap it with another.
You change the direction.
Thank you.
Continue. You were talking about something about
I said we have three things.
Yeah.
Communication, understanding, and trust.
Communication, understanding, and trust. Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah.
Communication, understanding, and trust. Do you understand? Then she talked about communication. She asked question, the person does to respond. Red flag. Because if you don't know this person by what he said,
Yes.
how do you now understand the person?
Okay.
Is it not when I talk, you understand me?
Okay. Yeah.
When I refuse to talk, do you understand me?
No.
So how do you now engage yourself to accept to marry me when I am not talking for you to understand me?
I think it's just like Joyce said, I think people are just ignoring those red flags.
Yes. And that is why they later say they not tell me well. They did not explain well. I was not well informed.
Okay.
A man that do not like to talk, and you know that this man does not like to talk, don't see it as something. If you are somebody that like to talk, don't say maybe when we marry he will talk.
Okay. I'll fix him. I'll change it.
Don't say that, because that is why he will beat you tomorrow when you are forcing him to talk.
So we have
He
to
now become violent.
So we have two things here. We are seeing people ignoring the red flags and
Yes.
people seeing a clear red flag and thinking they can actually change the
Yes,
person.
but if you are a type that you say if you don't talk, you don't ask question and you don't mind, do you understand? You keep it that way. Then tomorrow, don't start it.
Okay, next thing I want to add into this conversation is, when it comes to this fear of getting married, is finance, money. Money is money.
Yeah,
Money
is a big factor.
Oh, sure, because
Very big factor.
yeah, of course, you see an very young guy, the expectations of what they think they should do or is expected of them in marriage financially is it's not within their budgets or what they can do. So, I mean, let us bring in this financial aspect to this conversation because it's, like you said, it's a big factor. I will start with you first if I go to the ladies because you're already married.
You start with me.
I'll start with you because
my perspective in finance, in marriage, could be out of what they may ever imagine.
It's fine. Let's hear what you have to say.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I come to understand a concept in marriage that what the Bible says is pure and truth. One, we chase 1,000. And two, we put 10,000 to flat. That is what the Bible says. If you get this mindset of one, we chase 1,000, now we are two, we put 10,000 to flat. What are the 10,000? 10,000 challenges. Do you understand? We are talking about 10,000 challenges for two to put them to flat. So if the two do not have understanding and good communication, how would they put the 10,000 enemy to flat?
So
you see where the army that have an understanding coming.
Yes.
You see where the army that have a good communication coming. Why?
And
because
trust.
they are in a battle. Marriage is an institution that have different type of combat, physically, spiritually, mentally, and otherwise. Do you understand? Soldiers have the same things on their tables. They have to be spiritually fit, mentally fit, and physically feet.
Okay.
Then they can now plan a war, go there, and conquer. So, if a man believes that I am only me now, if you are married now, my wife will come, she will support me like this, she will support me like this, and then we will make progress. And do you understand? It's a good thing to think like that. It's an excellent thing to think like that. Do you understand? But you should also know that as she is coming, if you were having one challenge, you now multiply to 10. So you should prepare your mind that when you were chasing just 1,000, only you, you now have 10,000 for the both of you. So your effort as a single person and as a man have to be multiplied by 8. Because the woman will only take 2,000.
Okay, now how financially ready do you think a man should be for getting into marriage? Before I come to Joy and...
Yes, financially ready, it depends on everyone way of living.
Hey, lifestyle.
Yes, lifestyle, like you see. A man can organize his wedding with 10 million.
Okay.
10 million will not reach another person to hire a hall.
Sure. Of course.
A man can organize his wedding with 1 million naira. He do everything, finish and go home. Enjoy his wife and enjoy his marriage.
So that means the wife have to have the same understanding that he has for that to work.
A marriage between two people.
Because I'll come to Joy, because most ladies are saying, no, I want a flashy, what they call it, elaborate wedding. Yeah. Because do you think women are also pushing men back into getting married because the girl is expecting a certain kind of wedding, a certain kind of standards financially from the man? She doesn't care about other factors, whether with a marriage work, is will these things be met when it comes to finance?
Okay, let's say that a lot of ladies now jump into marriage because of how much the man have or whatever. That brings me back to domestic violence, because maybe in your mind you'll be like, oh, this man has a lot of things, a lot of properties, and he can give you everything you want. So maybe when you get to the main
marriage, inside the main thing,
yeah, then you will see that it's not what you expected. From there, issues will start coming in. And maybe you will be like, oh, maybe the guy was giving you like 1 million to get something like this for yourself. And then like you won't be able to afford it again. You'll be like, oh, this is what you cannot do. Or it might start an argument between the two of you. That leads to domestic violence.
So are you actually saying that men during the dating process should not do more than they are? Like when it comes to dating a girl and when it comes to finance, they should come as they are. They shouldn't try to impress.
Your worth,
They shouldn't try to
your worth,
prove a point financially.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't, when in the marriage, if they cannot sustain the same thing, it will become a problem.
Yeah.
So you're telling guys, don't do too much.
Yeah, you don't have to do too much now. You don't have to. I think you should come open. Like tell her that this is what you can do and this is what you cannot do. So maybe when you guys get to that point, she will be like, yes, you told me this on time, and then you guys will know how to handle it.
But we can see that most guys who are telling girls this is what I can do, so I cannot do, are not getting dates. What do you say?
It's better, like they said, a failed relationship is better than failed marriage.
Oh, that is beautiful. So guys, don't be afraid to not get dates because you're coming as you are, because eventually, if you get the right one, everything will work out easy for you, because if you place yourself there, you cannot maintain it, you're in trouble, your marriage is in trouble, your marriage is at stake. Financially, yes.
Okay, when it comes to finance, I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit a traditionalist when it comes to that area.
Okay.
When it comes to finance, I'm not against supporting, but I just feel the man should be ready financially. Yes.
Can you give a
Yes.
Can you give a range? Like,
No, I'm not
like
even a range. I just the range is depending on who you're with. Do you get? But I don't think this thing you're saying they should not do too much. I had an experience with my friend though. She got married. When they were dating, the guy was he does not have so much. They were managing, and then the two of them came together, contributed, and then got married. And then after they got married, they were still, hey, I don't have so much now. Continued. There was no effort. And you can't blame the man because that is how he was before you came in. Let's manage. And now they're divorced. Now, let me come. Because she will try. What about you do this thing? You say, no, he's okay with this one he's doing. Do it like this. No, he's okay with this one he's doing. So when it comes to finance, I think it's very important. Let's not try to cover the whole thing. Should a man do too much? Yes, he should do too much because you're trying to impress this person. Just like you telling me he will not, why would he not do too much? I'm too much already. Now.
So you should do as you can.
No, you need to go extra mile because when she comes, like he said, when she comes into your life, it's no longer the way it is with you. So it means you need to step up your game.